time to start our first panel session, which is AI in higher education, the most awaited topic of the day. SAIU's distinctive tech programs, led by Professor Ajith Abraham, our Hon'ble Vice Chancellor, and Professor Subba Rao, sir, Dean of Biotechnology, and Prasad Krishnamoorthy, who's handling Dean of Computing and Data Science. I request all of you to come on stage. Let me give a short introduction about each, you can say delegates. First, Dr. Ajith Abraham is our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sai University. Dr. Ajith Abraham is an esteemed academic leader with a distinguished career in higher education. Before joining Sai University, he held a prominent position as Vice Chancellor at leading institutions. Dr. Abraham is recognized for his contribution to the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. He is among the top 2% of the world's most influential scientists awarded by Stanford University, USA, and Lifetime Achievement. And citations is over 64,000 academic citations, executed projects worth of $110 million research projects, and he has written 5 books and in many other foreign languages as well, such as German and Japanese. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Next, I'll head on to Professor Prasad Krishnamoorthy. He's Associate Dean, School of Computing and Data Science. Dr. Prasad Krishnamoorthy has over 2 decades of experience in research and teaching, focusing on machine learning, computer vision, biometrics, and related areas. He plays a pivotal role in shaping the computing and data science programs at Sai University. Next is Professor Subba Rao, sir. He's a Dean of School of Technology, Director Center for Research, Innovation, Collaboration, and Policy. Dr. Subba Rao, sir, is a Fellow of Academic and Science and Society for Applied Biotechnology. He teaches biological sciences at Sai University and brings more than 35 years of experience from Bhabha Atomic Research, Kalpakkam, specialized in basic and applied molecular microbiology and marine biotechnology. Sir, we now request you to start the session, sir. Thank you so much.
Very good morning to all of you. Honorable Chancellor, my colleagues on the dais, off the dais, students, aspiring students, parents, and all well-wishers of Sai University. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this open house. The idea of creating this open house is to have a more interactive session with all our stakeholders, aspiring students, parents, to illustrate how Sai University is different from other universities, not just in Chennai, but around the country, or how we place ourselves globally. How we distinguish ourselves in terms of our offerings, our programs, and what makes our program or programs unique in various dimensions. Education, in some aspect, is like food. If you want good food, you should go to a good restaurant. Sometimes you might see good restaurants, but if the chef has moved, again, you might not get good food. So it all depends upon the faculty, the administrators, all who work coherently to deliver the best for the students. We are a very young university, but over time, we have illustrated how we differ from other universities in the country. Since we have a limited amount of time, I will focus only from the academic aspects. Our Honorable Chancellor has already mentioned one of the pillars is our faculty. So you won't find any university having a faculty with this kind of diversity. So we have faculty members from top universities, Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, Yale, and various other top-ranked institutions. That makes us very unique. Our programs, just like I mentioned earlier, if the chef is good, definitely the food also will be good. So programs are curated by these eminent professors who are trained around the world. And we also ensure that our programs are at par with global standards. We strive our best to continuously update our curriculum in accordance with the industry needs. So that sets us apart from other universities, I would say, not just in the state, but in India at large. The focus of this panel is artificial intelligence. And we have 3 schools dealing with various technical aspects. And from now onwards, we would like to have a more interactive session. Let us take it as more friendly, and I also want students ask questions, parents ask questions. So what we will do is I will quickly present about the importance of AI, a bit about School of Artificial Intelligence, then I will pass the stage to my colleagues who will talk about School of Computing and Data Science and School of Technology. AI is here, and AI is going to be here probably for the next couple of decades. And I guess all of us are very familiar, or I would say consumers of artificial intelligence. If you have traveled in a Uber car, or if you have ordered food using Swiggy, if you have traveled in a modern car, if you have used a modern lift, if you have used any modern phones, we are all consumers of artificial intelligence. You might have seen how AI is happening in our borders. Some unmanned vehicles coming this side, some unmanned vehicles going that side. And in the future, you will see a lot of robots crossing borders, doing many things which soldiers could do or even better. A doctor could do better if he or she could use AI to improve the understanding of the diagnostics or interconnect various other parameters. A banker could do better if he or she can analyze sheets, interconnect things, which probably it might take hours to understand and get some results. A farmer, if he can use technology to aid, could do a lot more in agriculture, reduce pests, harvest crops, decide when to plant such crops. Banking industry, fintech, e-commerce, transportation. Can you imagine the impact of AI? Probably I might need another 2 hours to go into details. It's making terrific impact. And even for parents, not just students, I think it is important for us to get to know some aspects of AI, because that is the future. So at Sai University, we launched School of Artificial Intelligence this year. We were aware that this is going to be the future, and now it's going to have a tremendous impact on our society. And we have created a bachelor's program which is very unique in its own design. So you might have seen a lot of AI programs all around. I don't want to name any university, I don't want to name any institutes, but I just want to tell about what makes our BTech Artificial Intelligence program unique compared to other programs. First of all, it is very rigorous. We will touch the foundations to what is happening at current. A student will be able to spend at least 2/3 of the courses on various AI courses, and it will be as per industrial requirements. So the final year will be dedicated towards internships and heavily working with industry. So we have a dedicated panel of professors from elite universities around the world. If you see the School of AI brochure, which will be available, if you can flip through, you will see the academic advisory board, industry advisory board, our faculty, and all this would make the experience very different from other programs. We will focus a lot more on hands-on experience, very important, experiential learning. We will also connect with various industries for internships, practical knowledge settings, exposing every student to various dimensions. Some of you might think AI is all about coding or a lot of hard work, probably I cannot take it. So AI is all about innovation. It is all providing solutions for our practical problems. AI is not machine learning. AI is just not a lot of coding. It's just the way we think, the way we innovate. Let me give you an example. Let us say that I want to visit all the temples in Tamil Nadu, and I want to make this journey as short as possible. And I should not visit the same city or the same village more than once. Imagine that route map, how complicated that is going to be. It's a complicated problem. Some temples we might not be able to access using vehicles, we might have to walk. So the planning becomes very complicated. So that brings the innovation dimension. And if I ask all of you will come with various route maps. Of course, it will take several days or weeks. But the challenge is, how can I find the best route? So that is artificial intelligence. Innovation, how can you provide innovative solutions to challenging problems facing us? So at School of AI, we have also curated various pathways, professional pathways. AI is very interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary as a discipline by itself. Because AI is all about solving problems. It could be media, it could be something like legal, healthcare, agri-tech, psychology, could be anything. So AI itself is interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. But at Sai University, we are also training our students to choose various professional pathways. For example, in media tech, you know how AI is influencing media industry. You can curate movies in no time, just some prompts, some photos, some ideas. The movie is ready in few minutes. You can generate contents, virtual newsrooms, virtual newsreaders. The way the media is consumed, AI is doing wonders. Similarly, healthcare, looking at an MRI scan, looking at a CT scan, whether we can see some insights which a doctor might miss. It is like looking at the sky and telling whether it's going to rain. Looking at an MRI scan, whether we can predict this patient might get Parkinson in a couple of years, whether we can do that prediction. Preventive healthcare. Likewise, agri-tech, fintech, whether we can predict stock markets, whether we can predict forex markets, whether we can analyze complex Excel sheets and come up with some insights, business intelligence. So AI is everywhere. So at Sai University, we also train our students to choose one of these specific professional pathways. So we offer various pathways. One is you can also major in AI, just deep down into various AI core aspects. Or you can choose one of these professional pathways, which you call as train to be in those disciplines. You can contribute in those disciplines. So we expect these students to contribute immensely in these professional pathways. For example, a BTech AI student, I expect them to contribute to develop a software for media industry, or develop a software for healthcare, develop a software for agri-tech, develop a software for fintech, legal tech, digital psychology. So that is our vision, how our students will be able to contribute to the society at large. Research is also part of every course to ensure that lifelong learning is instilled when the students are with us, because AI is changing very fast. Even I feel that I am a student, though I am working in this field for the last 30 years, still I feel that I need to learn a lot of new things because every day the field is changing. So unless we instill that lifelong learning within our students, future is going to be tough. So every course we have instilled a certain percentage for research. So we make it very unique and very special when compared to other universities in India. So I can proudly say that we will be probably one of the best universities for pursuing a BTech in artificial intelligence. We also have a PhD program in AI, which I think probably we will discuss another time. We also have a BCA in artificial intelligence, which is very similar to the BTech program, but a bit different in terms of the academic rigor. It will be more application oriented. So those who are, I would say, not so strong in science and maths, I would recommend them to take the Bachelor of Computer Applications. And I am here for further discussions and Of course, towards the end, we also have a lot of time for direct interactions as well. And as our Honorable Vice Chancellor mentioned, we are a university focusing on liberal education. So any student from any other schools, for example, if a student is joining media school, and if he or she needs to take a minor in AI, you will also have that possibility. Similarly, if a student is joining School of Law, he or she will have the chance to take at least some minor courses in AI, because BCA requirements are different. But definitely we will train every student graduating from Sai University to have some fundamental knowledge in artificial intelligence, because we know that that is going to be the future. Thank you so much. And with that, I will pass the stage to Dr. Ram. He is the Associate Dean for School of Computing and Data Science. Thank you.
Good morning and warm welcome to everyone. So first I will briefly introduce about the school and then share some thoughts about our topic, artificial intelligence in higher education. So at the School of Computing and Data Science, we are offering 4 BTech programs. So on BTech in Computer Science, BTech in Data Science, and then we have a combined major, and BTech in Computing and Data Science, and Computer Science with AI specialization. So we call it a CS with the AI. So these are the 4 programs that we offer. And coming to the curriculum details, as Chancellor and Vice Chancellor has highlighted about the liberal education aspect, and that's also going to be the theme for our second panel discussion. So just to briefly highlight, so whatever degree names that I have been mentioning, all these 4, so they are referred to as majors in the school. It is possible to do minors from other schools or within the School of Computing and Data Science itself. So we keep it open in terms of students who are interested in navigating a complete vertical pathway, wherein they focus only on the courses offered at the School of Computing and Data Science. Or there are these horizontal pathway possibilities where the students can explore courses from other schools. Okay, so 50% of the credits are mandatory to major in one of these disciplines within the School of Computing and Data Science. And then the students have this option to also explore from other schools. And we see that within the computing and data science students, the most popular minors that they explore from other school are like in economics becomes a very popular minor. Biological science is a very popular minor, and psychology, philosophy. So these all are the popular minors that the students are very much interested in. So what we see is that the students get the opportunity to explore the subjects that they are also interested in. Unlike in other BTech curriculum where this is very much restricted. So the students do not have this opportunity to explore the topics that they are interested in as well. It is not that a student is only interested in mathematics or in computing, but they will have inherently some inclination towards other subjects. And say, for example, if somebody have not identified their interest apart from these computer science, we also offer courses called IDC courses, interdisciplinary courses. So that's mandatory for students to go through. So once they go through this interdisciplinary core, so these are courses that they have to mandatorily take from other schools. They will explore and find out interest in other domains. So that is the way by which they can identify, okay, I'm also interested in philosophy, or I'm also interested in biotechnology. So all these kind of opportunities you get to explore in your first year, and you can actually navigate your minor pathway towards that. And coming to the way we designed the curriculum, we were very fortunate to have in our board Professor John Mitchell from Stanford University. So he was very phenomenal in terms of helping us in framing the curriculum for the computing and data science. So we were actually going through the computer science curriculum from Stanford, and then along with Professor John Mitchell, we framed the entire curriculum, modeled after the Stanford CS program, CSDS essentially. And we don't follow a rigid, structured pathways throughout the 4 years. So that is very different from other engineering colleges or other universities. So that is one of the highlight of the liberal education. So in each semester, it is not mandatory that you have to do all these courses. So what we do is instead, like what happens in Stanford or in any of these universities in US or in Europe, we offer a cluster of courses from the computer science stream and the data science stream. And the students can choose, okay, if they are interested in doing some advanced courses at an earlier stage, they have the option to do that, provided they have finished some prerequisite courses. So if you join in a batch, it is not that in all the semesters, all students are doing the same set of courses. Okay, so maybe there are 1 or 2 courses that we mandate because this becomes like a prerequisite, but otherwise the students are having these opportunities to explore and even do courses that the higher semester students are doing. So sometimes you see that in a classroom, you'll see students from first year as well as students from second year sitting together and doing the course. So that is the kind of flexibility that we offer in our curriculum. So this is something that I wanted to specifically highlight about the school, and I really hope that you'll really enjoy the pathway that is offered at the Sai University environment, especially the courses that you can choose. And it is not that all the credits that you earn is by sitting in the classroom. So you can also explore obtaining credits through the non-classroom options. Say, for example, when students do internships, we do consider that towards the credits for their graduation. We also sort of allow students to do some set of NPTEL courses, which is online, and they can add it towards their graduation. We allow, for example, reading courses. So where the student sort of collaborates with the faculty, do learn some advanced topics. So these we refer to as reading courses. And that can be credited towards their graduation credit. And from third year onwards, the students also get the opportunity to pursue research if they are interested in research careers. From third year onwards, they can do a research work with faculty, and that also add towards their graduation. So if you see the way the students are acquiring credits for their graduation, there are multiple pathways that the students can choose. So that makes it very unique kind of a curriculum, which is not available in other BTech curriculums in India. So this is very unique that I should highlight. Now I just like to share some thoughts about the artificial intelligence in the domain of higher education. You can see that there's a humongous influence of AI when it comes to education now. Especially the companies are developing extraordinary tools. So as the Vice Chancellor was highlighting about the advancements of AI in general. But I would like to narrow down it just for the education purpose and see that how the companies are coming and developing AI tools that are becoming very personalized in terms of the individual student's interest. So we call that as adaptive learning strategy. So what happens is that there are tools which first tries to explain a concept through some visual process. Okay, so that is one kind of modality. Or maybe the tool will try to explain some concepts in an auditory form. So that is another modality. Or it is just a text-based or point-wise summaries and all. So what is the AI aspect involved here is that a tool will try to sort of introduce a concept in multiple aspects, and then it will do an intelligent assessment along with that. So if a student, after going through a visual content, do perform well, then the AI understands that, okay, this particular student is a visual learner. So the remaining topics, it has to introduce it visually. Or sometimes it happens that through an auditory session, the student is performing well. Then it understands that the student is more inclined towards listening, so that the listening comprehension is better for the student. So what happens is that the AI system adapts itself, and then for the later on sessions, it just introduces in a pathway that a student is more inclined towards. So this is what we refer to as adaptive learning. And I'm pretty much sure that when these kind of technologies are integrated along with their regular pathways, it will help them become a better student. Okay, so we have a lot of tools that assist us to learn better. Unlike previously, we were just depending only on the textbooks, and then whatever the faculty is lecturing. So these were the kind of restrictions. Later, we did had some online materials, say for example from YouTube. You can access a lot of materials given by different people. But now what has happened is that all these knowledge that were available online were sort of now condensed into a single unit. You can call it like the large language models. So now what you needed to do is that you just needed to query that, and then it sort of generates materials that it sort of assimilates from various sources and gives it in a form that is easier for us to digest. So this has become much easier in terms of learning process. So even as a faculty, we also sort of use these AI tools so that how effectively we can teach the concepts. Okay, so we find it very useful, not only for the students' side, but also for the faculty side to how to teach concepts in a better way. And you can also, when you are asking these AI tools, we can also ask, okay, how can I explain this concept to a 5-year-old? Okay, and then you can see that how this AI tool is simplifying difficult concepts and introducing it. So we see that how AI is sort of revolutionizing the education domain, and I hope that in future you are going to see much more significant impact of AI in the education domain. Okay, thank you very much, and with this I pass on to Professor Subba Rao.
Welcome, dear parents and then students. So, the School of Technology was established with the vision of the Chancellor that he would like to bring in defense, space, and atomic energy technologies to that core of students' academic pursuit. So, the responsibility given to me with this, I thought with the available faculty and then also the facilities at Sai University, we can begin a program on BTech Biotechnology and also BTech in Environmental Engineering. So I would like to emphasize to the students that until man lives on planet Earth, you have biology and environment. All these artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning technologies will come, they get modified and go, but these biological sciences and then environmental sciences will remain till last. So this is the confidence which has instilled in me, and then also with my colleagues, Professor Gopi and then Dr. Manobala and Kalimuthu and Dr. Anil and Dr. Sridhar. We were confident enough that we can deliver the best for the students who are going to join in BTech Biotechnology and also in environmental engineering. The course curriculum is so designed that a student who undertakes this program with us will be learning more than 25% of the syllabus which is being listed for the GATE. So we say that we are offering better curriculum compared to the GATE syllabus which is prescribed by IITs. And then also the lab is so well established that we have all the state-of-art equipment. The students from the beginning onwards will be having both the hands-on experience and also the theory part of which will be offered by my colleagues who have national and international experience. And also we are roping in visiting faculty from Indian Institute of Science and IITs also. Now coming to the theme that where artificial intelligence and machine learning can be used in the context of biotechnology or environmental engineering, I would like to introduce a term called as in silico analysis. That is, before starting the experiment itself, what you can do is you can use what is called as the dry experiment. Now, if I modify these kind of parameters in an experiment, what are the results I can expect? So all these can be predicted using artificial intelligence and machine learning tools. Besides designing new drugs or to understand the structure of a protein, we need what is called as machine learning techniques, which will provide precise drug designs so that we can attack a particular disease with confidence. So, and apart from that, also in detection of diseases now, even neurological or cancer-related, biotechnology with machine learning and artificial intelligence is playing a big role. So the opportunity the student who is going to get at Sai University is that in comparison to the conventional packaged programs which are being offered elsewhere, is that you're going to have the experience of better biotech programs as well as opportunity to learn from other schools in artificial intelligence or computer science and strengthen yourself so that by the time you leave the program and go out, you will be yourself selling to the market or to the industry or to institutions what is the capacity that you can provide them. Thank you.